You're listening to the Infinite Banking Mastery Podcast. Did you know that you could build a tax-free pool of wealth that's liquid and accessible all your life while building your retirement nest egg? Gain full control of your financial future and stop relying on the government and banks. The wealthy have already discovered this wealth-building secret. Now it's your turn to get financially secure without following the conventional wisdom that keeps you in debt to banks. Now here's your host, Valerie LaRocque.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Infinite Banking Mastery Podcast. Thank you again so much for being here. I appreciate you spending your time with me. Today, I wanted to cover again some more frequently asked questions. I found some more that I thought you might be interested in, and so I thought I would cover some of those. So the first one I wanted to cover is, if I need access to my money, do I need to go through you? People often ask, how do I get access to my money if I want a loan? How do I retrieve that? What do I have to do? Do I have to call you every time? And so mostly when you want to get a loan, if it's under $15,000, you are able to call the company directly and just request that over the phone. It does have to be the owner of the policy calling. So if a spouse is primarily handling everything or making the payments on that policy, still it will need to be the owner calling in for that. Over $15,000, then my team, we would need to help you with that. You can call, they're still going to want you to sign documents. So usually we just send those documents out to help you get your funds. What you would do is simply reach out with your request, how much you want, and we would get the documents out to you that you need to e-sign with your banking information and all of that so that it can go directly to your bank account. Once you ask for that money, we will get the documents out, get them submitted to the company, and then it takes about 3 to 5 business days to receive your funds as a direct deposit. Occasionally, it might take the longer time frame, 5 to 7 days, but generally it's around 3 to 5 days. So again, under $15,000, you can call the company directly, but that's not likely with every company. That's what I'm used to, is under $15,000, but may not be the same for every company that you're able to call it in at that amount. And even if you do decide to call it in and handle that yourself, I do like to be notified. It's nice for us to know so we can keep track of what you're doing so that we can help you and coach you to do the right thing and to make your policy awesome and to keep your policy on the right track. So that brings me to the second frequently asked question that I have for you today, and that is, do I have to set up my own repayment plan to my policy, or what if I want to make changes to it? So when you want to set up a repayment plan, you can call the company and set that up yourself, of course. Usually, though, I am involved in helping you figure that out. A lot of people would like that help. And so we just talk it out and figure out what works for you at that time because, again, you're in full control of this loan. So you can simply come up with a number that you want to repay. Or we can get together an amortization schedule and figure out how many years you'd like to pay it off over, and also what interest rate you would like to charge yourself, or what payment you would like to pay back. I would need 2 out of 3 of those variables to be able to put together an amortization schedule for you. Oftentimes, though, we are paying off some other debt, credit card debt or a loan, school loan or something. And it's easy and it makes sense for people and it helps to keep their cash flow the same, their outgoing cash flow, by simply moving that payment that you were used to making to that debt over to your policy to begin replenishing it. So there are a few different ways that we can go about setting up a repayment plan. You also could pay interest only on the plan. So we could figure out what that is, and you could start paying that back every month, or you could just send the funds in whenever you want, or you can wait for the invoice at the end of your anniversary year. At the start of your next anniversary year, they will send you an invoice for the interest due for the year. So you can also send it in at that time. However, of course, to keep on track with Nelson Nash and what he says to do and what's the best thing you can do for yourself to keep everything in your best interest, you would want to pay your policy back with interest And so you can replenish your funds as quickly as possible, use them again and again, recycle your own funds. To keep your banking system as optimal as possible for your best interest, you do want to pay yourself back with interest and more interest than the company is charging you so that you can replenish your funds and be building your system over time. If you do set up a repayment plan and it's an automatic draft from your bank account, you can make changes to it at any time. If you needed the payment to be lowered, we can easily do that. Just reach out to the company, tell them we need it lowered. If you want to increase your repayment, also equally as easy. We just have to give the company a call or send them a message. If you needed to skip a month or 2 or 5 or a year, you absolutely can. And so you do have all the control to do what you need to do, and you can make changes easily to what you are paying back, increase, decrease, or discontinue for a period of time. So the third frequently asked question is, how long will you be assisting me with my infinite banking system? Well, as long as I'm here and I'm working, I plan to be able to assist you. I definitely love what I do. I plan to be doing it for as long as I'm able, and certainly up to and beyond retirement years, I plan to be still in this business. What that also means is that I'm here to be your coach throughout the process, throughout your lifetime. I don't plan to help you and then simply disappear. You're welcome to reach out to me with questions at any time. I do think it's a good idea to have a review at least once a year. Sometimes that doesn't work out. Sometimes I don't have a review every single year with every single person because some people don't feel they need one. Sometimes time just slips away. But I do like to have a review with you at least annually so that we can touch base, make sure you remember what you're doing, look at everything, make sure it's on track, that you're staying on track with your system. And if you've taken any loans, if you've set up loan repayments, so that you can have your memory refreshed and what it is that you're doing and be excited again about your system. Reviews are great for keeping in touch, keeping on track, and for you to just remember everything you first learned about this system. But then, yes, of course, you can reach out with questions. Oftentimes, people are unsure when they should take a loan or if they should take one for a certain reason or if they should do something else, an alternative idea. And so just want to kind of talk it through and so want to reach out so we can discuss that together and figure out what's the best option or what's the best direction for them for that particular need that they have. I am here to coach you. I am here to make sure you are doing the right thing, keeping on track for your goals, and helping you think through uncertainty with your system. And I want to make sure that you feel comfortable reaching out, as well as you are aging or how you have other accounts you're dealing with, lump sum retirement funds or things like that. You can also reach out to me for questions with that. Or once you're nearing retirement, I can help make sure that you can create an income stream that you cannot outlive. And we can just look at the whole picture with everything you have and your infinite banking system and make sure you're set up for success for your retirement years. So please make sure that you understand that I'm not just here to sell you a policy and then see you later. That's not how it's going to be. Well, that's all I have for you today. Looks like a shorter episode this time. But I want to say again, of course, if you are interested in learning how this system could work for you or someone in your family, and you would like to work with me as your advisor, please reach out to Valerie at alphaomegawealth.com. I really would like to meet you, help you, and find out how a system could work for you. I do hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.
This is the podcastfactory.com.